Hello everybody! Today we've got a different type of video. This is a video I've kind of wanted to make for a little while here. I wanted to talk about why I like Resonite as a platform and why I prefer supporting it over VRChat. Not to say that VRChat's a bad platform, but I'll get into that. Resonite is a creative platform that's constantly dynamic, constantly modifiable, can constantly be changed like just any way you can imagine. Anything you look at can be saved, no matter what it is. Not just avatars, but individual gadgets, furniture, worlds. You can save it and then modify it. For example, I've saved this world that somebody else has created and modified it so that I could have like figurines of my boyfriend, me, the music box he made, all kinds of things. Oh, hang on, my camera. Camera, get back over here. Like all kinds of things can be done in real time and collaboratively as well. For instance, if me and my friends wanted to build a world together, all we'd have to do is just open up a new world, like a grid space or an empty world, and just start placing things in it together. We could modify their attributes, their values, anything about them in real time, and we can see that progress in real time. That's something that no other platform, at least to my knowledge, has really given the ability to do. And that's why I love this place so much, because as a creative myself, it's an outlet that's just never stops giving. Now, what I'll say here is that Resonite and VRChat should not be compared. They are both social VR platforms, but they are different in the fact that VRChat is supposed to be a more streamlined user experience that's made primarily for socializing, whereas Resonite is more of a social development engine, where anything can happen at any time and there's no restrictions, well, only restrictions that the TOS and people hosting worlds put on, the world itself. VRChat is more streamlined in the way that you pick an avatar, you pick a world, and it's done. It's one and done. There's nothing else you have to do on that front. But I get why people prefer that. I get it, because it's much more simple. There's less setup to be done initially, and I will say, in a handful of instances, it is more polished, and that's simply because it has a bigger development team than Resonite does. This game has had trouble in its development cycle, and it sometimes shows. And Resonite also does lack some features that helps in the creative process that VRChat might have, such as physics, light probes, custom materials and shaders, things of that manner that aren't really accessible to us currently, but are coming. It just takes time with how small the development team is. In short of that section, I see why people prefer VRChat over Resonite or Resonite over VRChat. VRChat is much more simple setup initially as a standard user, whereas Resonite requires more effort from the base user just getting into the platform. That's why we have things like mentors that are there to help out new players that may be facing struggles getting things to work initially. With Resonite, on the other hand, there's the ability to customize the end user experience to your heart's content with both things created inside the game and mods that are created externally that the actual developers have given you the okay to install, as long as it doesn't affect other people. For instance, there's something called Redx you can install to your Dash that allows you to look up anything that's been uploaded to Redx, any object you can think of. Now granted, the search function on Redx is a bit unorthodox and can give you undesirable results, but the fact that you can just install an extra facet onto your Dash at your moment's convenience to do something new or to spawn out a personal mirror, anything like that, is incredible. Just about everything in this game can be modified to your heart's content without worry of being banned or anything of that such. But as I've said, that does require a little bit more interaction from the user than VRChat would, so that's just something to keep in mind. Now you might be saying, why would I support a VR platform that doesn't yet have the features that I would like out of a VR platform of this nature? And that's where I would say, well, because the game is still in its infancy. It has a lot of features that are planned that aren't quite here yet, so it's not a perfect platform just yet. No game started out perfect, especially a game that was in early access. Like, VRChat didn't start out perfect, Warframe didn't start out perfect. No game that's in active development has ever started out perfect. And it was supported because it was a cool idea and because people wanted to give the developers a hand into creating something amazing. And that's why, one big reason why I want to support this platform is because of just what it is as a concept and what it can do, what it allows people to do together. This place truly feels like a home to a creative like me, and I really do hope I can get some more people interested, because the more creatives we have here, the better. The more we can provide, the more we can support, and the more this place can grow fully. You don't have to know any coding to enjoy this platform, though it does enhance the experience. The community here has also given me a home and have supported me in ways that really no other community has supported me aside from my own personal community. Without some of the people I've met here, I wouldn't be the same person I am today. I've learned so much here, and I've met so many wise people here. All in all, I know why people would prefer one over the other, but I really wanted to get my words out there to show why I love the platform and why so many other people love this platform and want to support it. Resonite is like a canvas that's open for any artist to paint on at any time. No limitations, no restrictions, constantly editable by no matter who it is. It is a wall where anybody can spray on their graffiti and it'll stay there. Any brush can be used anywhere, any tool can be made useful anywhere, and it just speaks to me as someone who values total user freedom.